Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious tortas ahogadas. In case you just want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 3 pounds of pork loin, Bolillo bread, 1 pound of lard, 1 cup of evaporated milk, 1 orange, 1 small white onion, 12 garlic cloves, 12 bay leaves, 1 small cinnamon stick, 8 Roma tomatoes, 20 chile de árbol, a 1/4 cup of white vinegar, a 1/2 cup of Mexican Coke, make sure that it is at room temperature, cumin, oregano, whole pepper, and whole cloves, pickled onions, and avocado. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by seasoning our meat. I already cut it in big chunks. So now we're just going to grab our salt and just season it. So just make sure that you add a good amount. So now we're just going to cut our onion into 4 pieces. So set half of the onion to the side, and this is what we're going to use for our carnitas. Alright, so in a large pot, we're going to set it on medium-high heat. We're going to add our lard. And we're just going to wait for that to melt. Alright guys, so once our lard has melted, we're going to add our onion, our garlic cloves, and we're going to begin to place our meat in the lard. So now we're going to add our bay leaves and just crush them. Our piece of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of oregano, and we're going to add about 2 cups of water. Okay, so now we're just going to wait for this to come to a simmer, and then we're going to move on. Alright, so once it comes to a simmer, we're going to lower down the heat to low setting, and we're just going to let it cook for 1 hour. So just keep your eyes on the meat so like that it don't stick to your pot. Alright guys, so our meat has been cooking for 1 hour, and this is what it looks like. So now we're going to squeeze out the orange juice from our orange. Just squeeze it all out. And just make sure that you wash your orange, because we're going to be dropping the peel inside with our meat. Okay. So now we're going to add the 1/2 cup of our soda and the 1 cup of our evaporated milk. I know it's a weird combination, but let me tell you, that's going to be delicious, and that's what's going to help our carnitas be nice and golden. So now we're just going to let it cook for about 90 minutes or until our carnitas turn into that beautiful golden color that we're looking for. Alright guys, so while we wait for our carnitas to finish cooking, we're going to start and work on our salsas. So I'm going to start by doing the salsa de árbol. So in a small pot, I'm going to boil some water along with the onion, 3 garlic cloves, and the chile de árbol. So we're just going to wait for that to come to a boil, and then we're going to make our salsa. Alright guys, so once our water comes to a boil, we're going to turn it off and let our chiles and everything cool down. Alright guys, so in a blender we're going to add our chiles, garlic, and piece of onion along with 1/2 cup of water. We're going to add our vinegar, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of whole pepper, and 6 whole cloves. So now we're just going to mix it all together until we have our smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have that ready, our salsa de árbol is ready. Alright, so I'm just going to transfer into a little bowl and just try it for salt, and if you feel like it needs any, just add it. Alright guys, so for our tomato sauce, we're going to add our tomatoes, cut them in half into your blender cup. Oops. We're going to add the 1 piece of onion, 3 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of whole black pepper, and 6 whole cloves. So To that we're going to add half a cup of water. So now we're going to mix it all together until we have a smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have our tomato sauce, we are going to fry it. Alright, so in a small frying pan, we're going to set it on medium-high heat. We're going to add a little bit of oil. So we're just going to wait for that to heat up. Alright, so once that heats up, we're going to add our sauce. To that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of oregano. So now we're just going to wait for that to come to a simmer. Alright, so once it comes to a simmer, we're going to let it simmer for 5 minutes. Try it for salt, and then after that, we have our tomato sauce ready. So after 5 minutes, we have our sauce ready. Now we can set it to the side. Alright guys, so after 2 hours, this is what our carnitas look like. As you can see, they're already golden and they are super tender, so now it's time to take them out. If you want them to be more of a chicharrón kind of carnitas, then you can leave them on here longer. But for me, this is perfect, so now we're just going to take them out. And we're going to cut them so we can start making our tortas. Alright guys, so once the carnitas are all out, I'm just going to grab the knife and start cutting them. Okay, so once we have our meat ready, now we are ready to make our tortas ahogadas. Alright guys, so I lightly toasted my bread with butter. So now I'm just going to dip it into my tomato sauce. So dip the bread. Okay, so just dip it like that. Get it out. Pour some sauce on your plate. On the bottom bread, I'm just going to put my refried beans. So for me, that's fine. Now I'm just going to add my carnitas. I'm going to add some slices of avocado, and this is all optional. Okay, I'm going to cover it, mash it down. Add some more tomato sauce. And now our spicy sauce. And this one, it's super spicy, so a little bit goes a long way. And then I'm going to top it with my pickled onion. Okay. And I'm just going to serve it with some radishes. Just on the side. And lime. And there you go. We have our delicious torta ahogada. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. My mouth is so watery. Just gonna eat it with the fork. Seriously, super delicious. The combination of both salsas are just on point. They go perfect together. Everything is just delicious. And for the carnitas, you guys, for me, this is perfect. You know, the next day I like to recook them and kind of have them like more crunchy. But for the tortas, this is just perfect. Everything is so flavorful. And like I said, the salsa de árbol, it is super spicy. And if you don't want it to be spicy, you can always use less chile de árbol. But this is just the best. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how to make some delicious tortas ahogadas. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami.